And the touch, there's something about touch that is more powerful than just giving like something, an herbal treatment, or even talking or even writing. When you touch someone, it's just there's that connection is very powerful. So my name is Heather Gelb. I've always been involved in health-related practices, first as a yoga teacher and then learning foot reflexology. So what made Xamutl special? For years, for probably more than 30 years, I've been learning about different techniques and different methods of treating in different parts of the body, and I've never heard of facial reflexology. And it was through one of her students. Just we were talking together about what we do, and I mentioned I do feet, and she's like, well, I'm learning facial reflexology. I'm like, what's that? And then when she explained it, I'm like, I really want to feel what that feels like. Let's do a trade. I did a treatment on her feet, and then she did this treatment on my face, and it was the most, I fell into this deep sleep, and I woke up, and I thought, I've got to learn this. It's really fascinating, actually. You work with meridians, you work with neural points, and then you can really help balance the body. I don't know, the way it works, it just seems so holistic. Like it gets to the root of something, and it's not just like a Band-Aid. So what you're doing is based on what you feel beneath the skin and how hard it is. You know, like how chronic or which area really is the root. So really to properly heal a person, many times if you can find where it's starting from and you get to that, then it just kind of like the domino effect, like everything else ideally works itself out. It was important for me to learn this method because it gave me a skill that very few people in Israel anyways have, because it's new. I mean, Xamutl brought this to Israel. So I wanted to be one of the pioneering practitioners of this method. Xamutl is the only certified teacher of the Sorensen method, the only one right now certified to teach in Israel. This makes it unique and original, and plus she's just so passionate about it. You can tell she really believes in what she does. She really loves it. She invests so much into bringing more people because she can't treat everyone. Like she needs more therapists like her in order to be available. Well, first we learn the whole history, like who is Lone Sorensen, like who is she? How did she build everything up? Because you have to understand where this whole idea comes from. And then we would learn it in 5 modules. So it was over 5 months, like there's the material, and we really need to practice, because I really need to practice. That's important to learn to diagnose. And for your fingers, you have to develop intelligence in the fingers. The more women you work with, the more experience you get. And it's very precise, so you have to really see the map. Now I'm getting better at it. I don't have to see as much, but to see the different points and the different lines, it's very important to follow it. It's not just intuition. So Xamutl is really available, like if we have questions or she wants to make sure we understand. It's important to her that we understand, like we're like, okay, we need to do this again and again and again to really understand what we're feeling. So she's patient. You know, she does her part, but then we have to do our part and really practice and understand. And then if we have questions, we ask questions. I'm still like, I'm not certified yet. I'm working on my case study, but I've really enjoyed the process, and I found it very grounding and just very, like, I love connecting with this emotions and the spirit and the mentality and the body and all that together. And the Sorensen method that Xamutl brings to Israel is very unique, and I really recommend it for anyone who just wants to add like another skill to what they maybe already know.